Hi everybody, it's Tatiana, and today I'm doing another book review, and I will be reviewing The Wolves of Midwinter by Anne Rice. This is the second book in her Wolf Gift Chronicles, I think she's calling it. Got this on audiobook from my library. I will say, if you have not read The Wolf Gift, you may not want to watch this review in its entirety because there are some bits of information just even in the synopsis of the book that are kind of spoilerish for those who have not read the first book. I will say, just overall, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed this one more than I enjoyed the first book, and I will put the link to my review of the first book in the description box below. This one I do think I could have read and been fine reading in print. There are some things that are present in this book that are just as present in the first book, where you think the story is ending, especially as you get closer to the end of the book, you think the story is wrapping up, yet there's plenty of book left to go. One of the things that I did not like about the novel, because there are so many more characters in this book, you have your same base characters from the first book, and then you are introduced to some more people in this book, but there are so many what I think to be little stories or subplots with those characters that you only get a glimpse of because the book is only written from Ruben's perspective. So that I did not appreciate that much, because I'm nosy and I wanted to know what else was going on with the other characters in the book. If you intend to read the book, I'm going to start with the synopsis now, so I would suggest that you stop watching at this point. In The Wolves of Midwinter, we pick back up where we left off with Ruben and the other members of this society that are pretty much clumped together. I don't want to say pack because they never refer to themselves as a pack, but it's Felix Nidek and his friends who are also wolves, who have the wolf gift just like Ruben does. The story now is going into the holiday season, and pretty much the things that are taking place are centered around the winter festival that is going to be going on in the city surrounding the house and at the house, the grounds of the house itself. There are a lot of other characters in this story versus the first one, which I said before, and I really missed not getting their perspectives. There's already mystery surrounding a few of the characters because they never talk about where they're from, or when they do, it's always said in jest, and it's trying to figure out, it's like the game's Two Lies and a Truth. They're trying to figure out what the truth is in a whole bunch of lies that they're telling. I found myself getting annoyed with Ruben in this book. And I think it still goes more towards how I said about the book being written where you think there's an ending, that you're at the end, and yet there's so much book left to go. There are some things that are repeated and over again in the story, like someone will say, you know, don't ask about this, and then Ruben asks about it, and then they kind of answer the question, but they don't answer the question, so Ruben asks about it again, and it takes about 3 or 4 times of him asking about it for him to get a fucking answer. And I'm like, you wrote the story, why is it taking this damn long? Number one, they said don't ask, so if you're gonna have him not follow directions or listen to the advice of the person that is giving him, that he's talking to, then by all means cut to the chase, because that's like 3 paragraphs that we could have skipped over. I wanted to know more about his brother's story. We get all of this information about Jim in this novel that really shows you who Jim is and how he got to where he is and being a priest and how he made that decision. And doggone it all if we don't get to a major happening in Jim's life and we don't get it, because it's just from Ruben's perspective. This one is also narrated by Ron McClarty, and he did another excellent job. And there are so many more characters in this story. I have yet to understand how these narrators keep track of the voices that they have for these specific characters as they're reading these novels in a studio. It baffles me, but he does such a good job of getting it done. That's all that I have for today, and I hope you all have a good weekend whenever you see this video. Peace out.